Hey, what's going on, everybody? So excited to have you back at San Juan this year. Well, just like if you were gonna go on an awesome plane trip to an awesome destination, the first thing you do before you take off is you hear the safety manual and the rules and regulations of seat belt and all that stuff. Same thing as if you were going on an awesome roller coaster. Somebody would come by to make sure that you're buckled in, that you're safe, and that you're gonna have a really good time. And so that's what this video is right here regarding recess, either in the morning or after lunch. So, recess for this upcoming school year. You will not be able to leave the cafeteria if you still have food or if your area is messy. And students will be dismissed by their grade level. And you can see the little schedule down here. I will hopefully print it up for the people that are working in the cafeteria. But on Monday, 7th graders, you'll be able to go out to the recess area first. Then the 8th graders, you'll be dismissed by a teacher, and then the 6th grade. And you see it's going to rotate here. So 7th and 8th graders, you get to go out at first 2 times, and 6th grade, you get to go out once. But as you get into 7th grade, you'll have more opportunities in the future. Our rules for recess this year, we didn't have any rules for recess in the past per se. And so this year, we're going to have the RAT rules for recess. RAT standing for respect people and equipment, act safely, and teamwork. And those are just some of the letters taken from our PE rules. And very similar to the middle school rules, there's going to be some behavior modification if necessary. So for example, if out at recess you do something that does not fit the RAT rules, you will be given a warning and you'll be asked to modify behavior. It could be any one of those things. Second, you're going to talk a little bit more with one of the teachers, and you'll have a consequence with that, either a lunch duty or cleaning up outside or cleaning up the hallway. Third, we're going to notify your parent or guardian, and you will probably miss an entire recess period or have a silent lunch. And then last, you can see we will contact your parents by phone or in person for a conference, and you will serve a detention for that. Note that these consequences / behavior modifications will not reset weekly. You're in class 5 days a week for 45 minutes. That's a lot of minutes there. In recess, you're only outside for 10 to 12 minutes. So your behavior will not reset until midway through or at the end of the quarter. Okay, it'll definitely reset at the midpoint and reset at the end. And after each quarter, teachers will get together to modify anything that we need to. So let me give you some specifics just in ways to prevent you from maybe making some mistakes so you will not have to use this behavior modification chart. First, respect people and equipment. It could be what people themselves or actually what they're saying. So again, no food or drink is allowed to leave that cafeteria other than water bottles. And we're going to have to come up with a system this year because there was always 10 to 15 water bottles left out and nobody claimed them. And so we had last year a group of girls who took care of that, and they dumped them out and put them in the recycling bin. If the gate for the recess balls is ever locked, there's no reaching or climbing for the balls. Big one this year, no shooting or playing around 5 seconds after the bell. First of all, let me highlight the incoming 7th graders. When you were in 6th grade, you guys played kickball towards the end of the year. And when that bell rang, within 5 seconds, you guys always stopped your game and came in. And you beat some people into the building that were shooting hoops. So again, that's going to be a big one for a lot of people. And so please follow that rule that when the bell goes off, consider that game over and continue some other time. Shirts must be tucked in. There's going to be times when your shirts come untucked, maybe jumping or reaching. But hey, get it tucked in, please. And if it becomes a problem, that will definitely go towards the behavior modification chart. And lastly, see Jesus in everyone. Talk to people as if you're talking to Jesus. Even if you're having a problem with somebody, talk to them in a respectful, responsible manner. Some more respecting. This is, again, part of our RAT rules. Now, if we talk a little bit about equipment, don't touch any of the PE equipment that might be left out or any tape out that's on the court or pre-K cones that are going to be used for their recess area. Just leave that equipment where it is. You know this from last year, no hanging on the net or the rim. No digging in the clay or in our new grass field. Please put all round balls on the rack, just like you saw in that picture. And footballs, cones go in the crate. So we have 30 balls to start out the school year, some bigger kid basketballs, some playground balls, some soccer balls, and some junior-sized basketballs. Then we have 6 footballs, and I do have some cones, some 8 small cones in case people want to use them as soccer goals. But those will need to go back. So I have a total of 30 balls between the footballs and these balls here, and 8 cones. All right. More, respecting equipment. All balls must be placed by your hands where they belong, on the rack. The balls belong on the rack. No balls should be thrown over the fence. And that happened a lot last year, and I gave out reminder after reminder, and nobody followed through on that. And I was very disappointed. Do not throw the ball at someone who is helping put the balls away. I'd have people launch balls from the basketball court area to somebody standing near the fence, and a ball would go and hit an AC unit, air conditioning unit. So don't throw a ball to somebody if they're past the picnic table area. So if they're between the picnic tables and the recess ball fence, don't throw them a ball, okay? Or else you'll receive a behavior modification. Just to let you know how expensive AC units are, here you are, $1,247, and I don't even know if this one is powerful enough for those classrooms. But just to give you an idea, I do not want anybody to have to pay a whole lot of money because they weren't following the rules. Now if we move on to A, act safely out of our RAT rules. No running from the cafeteria. Okay, we had some students trip last year. Stay away from the pre-K building, their play area. We don't want to accidentally run into a student. There's a yellow fenced-in area located near my PE shed in the parking lot. Please stay out of there, even if a ball goes in that area. Alert a teacher, and a teacher might happen to say, hey, yes, one person could go in and get it and don't touch anything else. Or they might say, no, leave the ball in there. Another big one, no punting or kicking balls, okay? You're playing a football game, no kickoffs, no punting. You can kick balls if you're playing kickball or soccer out on the field. Okay? So this year, there should be no balls in the trees or on top of the roofs. We really want to prevent that because we don't have the accessibility to go up and get them down right away. Another act safely thing, please play your tag games, okay, out on the grass field. We don't want anybody tripping on that pavement. Also, shoot no farther than the three-point line. Students last year were shooting half-court shots, full-court shots with objects that weren't even basketballs, which you should not do. And people got hit in the head, and so many people thought it was funny, yet that person that got hit with the ball was crying because it hurt, and it probably hurt their self-esteem a little bit. So let's also keep all footballs and soccer balls out on the out. Let's keep them off of the court. No football or soccer on the court. Yes, keep them on the athletic field. Please use the playground equipment appropriately. So go on the monkey bars the way you're supposed to, across them from one end to the other. Don't be doing flips out on the pull-up bars. And the mushroom was a huge issue as far as safety goes last year. 2 people at a time allowed on the mushroom, and wait until it's clear before getting on. Let me just show you a funny YouTube video here. Let's see if I can move this over. All right. This kind of ties into no shooting half-court shots or anything like this. Watch this little boy right here. They're playing basketball. Oh, he throws up a long bomb. Boom! Poor little kid. We don't want that to happen to anybody here at San Juan del Rio. Okay? So please, no shots, too much further from the three-point line. All right, we're getting close to finishing up here. Teamwork. The T in RAT. Talk to each other about your issues or problems. Remember, we said to see Jesus in everybody. If it's some little dispute, play rock, paper, scissors. Best of 1. Don't waste time doing best of 3, best of 5, best of 7. And if that does not settle your conflict, please go over to the conflict corner and go through the steps there. Some of those younger students know exactly what I'm talking about because we practice that in phys ed. No complaining about any of these things here that I've gone over here today and that we may adapt and edit in the future. You are responsible for your actions and choices. It doesn't matter what your friend did or didn't do. Take ownership of your actions and your choices. You do that, you'll be ahead in the game of life. I do need some help though. I'm looking for some students to make up a rat pack. Those students will help put the equipment away at the end of recess, survey, hey, we got 28 balls. We need two more. We only have 4 soccer balls here. We're missing 2. Does anybody see them? Monitor that the gate or the fence is opened outward. Okay, that will allow people to get in and out of the recess rack area quickly. And also make sure that the gate or slash fence has been shut at the end of your recess period. And monitor the balls, which I kind of already talked to. Know how many are missing and try and put them all on the same rack. If put all the soccer balls on the same rack, this way you could count them. All the junior basketballs if you can, all of the playground balls, whatever it is. So again, you have 6 of each: 6 big basketballs, 6 smaller basketballs, 6 footballs, 6 playground balls, and 6 soccer balls. So again, that was a lot of information right there, but now let's go out, let's have some fun with your recess friends.